Hello, this is Shiv Siddiqui on NS Weekly English News. The European Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee on last Tuesday expressed deep concerns about the situations of minority of the Muslim Rohingya in Myanmar, especially with the regard that they are considered stateless persons in the country. The committee said in a statement that there were reports of serious human rights violation and continued repression, discrimination, as well as lack of recognition of Muslim minority as part of Myanmar society. The committee called on the decision of the government of Myanmar to return citizenship to Rohingya and to open the troubled state of Arakan, where the minority lives, for humanitarian and international organization, non-governmental organization, and journalists. At the same time, the committee discussed the status of stateless persons in South and Southeast Asia, noting that there were about 10 million people living in statelessness and 2 million alone in Myanmar inhabited in the area of Rohingya minority. The European Union should encourage countries hosting the majority of stateless persons to ensure a path to citizenship for them, and children in particular. The committee urged in a resolution adopted by 54 votes against 2. The OIC's envoy to Myanmar, Saeed Hamid Albar, held a meeting with his aides and members of his office in Kuala Lumpur to discuss ways for supporting the Rohingya refugees in Malaysia. Arakan news agency reporters said Hamid Albar expressed the intention to visit the Rohingya schools in Malaysia to learn about the Rohingya and help them in development of education. Albar said in a statement that he hopes to build an educated generation of Rohingya refugees to help their families and their cause. Myanmar authorities have announced to reduce the curfew hours in Butidong city of Arakan, western Myanmar, to 7 hours instead of 13 hours from last Sunday. The government of the city issued the decision to reduce curfew hours, which is from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. instead of the old ban, which began at 7 p.m. and ends at 6 a.m. in the morning, a reference to the reason for the calm situation and security in the city. Local observers says the curfew is a way for the Myanmar government to inspire the world that its forces are working to control security and the rule of law. In fact, to starve the Rohingya minority and block them economically and push them out of the state so they can migrate to other countries. The curfew was imposed on the city of Mongdo in northern Arakan province, the stronghold of Rohingya, following the military campaign launched by the Myanmar army last October against the Muslim minority, and then extended the ban to the city of Butidong. A Rohingya refugee in the northern Indian state of Jammu complains about his conditions in India, days after Indian protesters demanded deportation of Rohingya refugees who fled injustice and persecution in Myanmar. "We are here hungry and our children cannot find any food nor water to drink, and they keep asking us where we go every day," he said in a video, crying, "We are like someone who has lost their parents, like orphans." Another person appeared in the section talking and saying he did not know where to go after the all countries refused to receive them and provide them with humanitarian support in response to an Indian man's question. The Indian authorities announced earlier this month that they plan to deport thousands of Rohingya refugees fleeing Myanmar, also demolished a number of huts built by refugees in the state of Jammu in northern India. And Indian demonstrators came out last Friday to demand the deportation of these refugees from India. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees has 14,000 registered Rohingyas in India, including 3,000 asylum seekers. Also other 11,000 asylum seekers, but the Indian government does not recognize them as refugees. As part of its relief projects, Sheikh Thani Ibn Abdullah for Humanitarian Services, RAF, has carried out a relief project for around 7,000 displaced Rohingyas in IDP camps inside Myanmar. The project included the distribution of food basket to the displaced, including the most important necessities like foodstuffs, detergents and clothing goods necessary for young and old. The RAF Foundation have been providing relief to displaced people to cope with difficult living conditions in displacement camps, especially in the absence of basic requirements of human life amid mass camps and lack of income and the inability to work under current circumstances. IHH Humanitarian Relief Foundation coordinated as the field partner and distributed, which in turn monitored the most important needs for the displaced from food, detergent, clothes and other necessities. The food supplies are composed of the most important components: rice, vegetable oil, beans, salt and dry pepper. They are also provided them with hygiene products such as toothbrush, toothpaste, bath soap, liquid soap, washing cream, extra clip, towels, shampoo, comb and razor blades. In addition to the most important basic needs of clothing, including lungi, special clothes are for men, shirt, special clothing for women, women's sweater, head scarf, veil, children's clothing set of boys and girls. Buddhist officials used Rohingya clerics to implement a plan they had put to insult and extort money from the Rohingya students in Butidong, Arakan state, western of Myanmar. A local source told the Arakan news agency that Buddhist officials in the towns of Butidong, Arakan imposed fine for no reason on a group of preachers and students from Rohingya minority. Maulawi Karimullah, Maulawi Nur Muhammad, Maulawi Nur Al-Haq, Maulawi Hussain Johar Nur Al-Amin, Maulawi Salim, Maulawi Ali Johar and Maulawi Hamid Hussain, stressing that the financial fine ranged about 100,000 to 200,000 Myanmar kyat from each of them. The soldier explained that the two of the victims were severely beaten for failing to pay the financial fine, pointing out that the official mocked them by saying, "Go and file a complaint to the police. They will not do anything because this is not your country and you are intruders here." Thank you for watching this show. Hope to see you very soon with more news.